Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to The Next Normal, hosted by the Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums. The Brahma Kumaris aims to renew your spirit, refresh your world, I tell you. Nowadays, but the way the world is, it's like you need something to evolve your consciousness, to evolve the way you feel about yourself, and to be able to transcend those feelings into something that is serviceable. Today's a very special segment on The Next Normal. 25 years ago in Washington, D.C., my spiritual mentor, Dadi Prakashmani, visited the nation's capital for just a single day. We hosted her at the National Press Club, where she addressed many journalists and political leaders around the world to talk about the importance of, guess what? Good wishes and pure feelings. She said something that I have not forgotten up until this date. She said, you know what? Who said that the sky was yours? Who said that the land was yours? The reason why there's so much conflict in the world and separation and division is because of this. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I, me, and mine. Can you just hold that for a moment in you? I, me, and mine. Having the consciousness, it's all about me, this is mine, has created wars, division, separation, hate, intolerance, violence, misunderstanding, a lack of cooperation. It has actually taken so much out of ourselves and out of each other. So I wanted to feature the power of one individual and how they can make an impact on your life. Are you that one person that is making a change in your community, in your family, in your own being? God is one. You are one. Have you made an impact? Have you inspired someone to be better? Dadi Prakashmani visited Washington, D.C. on June 10th, 1999 for a few hours. And after those hours, there were over 21 initiatives that were created in Washington, D.C. that inspired hundreds of thousands of lives. I could say maybe millions, but I don't want to exaggerate. But Santosh, could I go back a little bit to the proclamation? I remembered when we got the proclamation at the press club, you'll see it there, where the former mayor Anthony Williams declared it as a day for peace in the nation's capital. There's a peace tree that you'll see there on the image on the right. It was planted by the landscape of architect, the director of landscape architect, Matthew Evans. And I was there with Senator Pendleton and a few of our members. And when we planted that tree on June 10th, 2000, it was a phenomenal experience. I even have a tree planted on the Department of Defense at the Pentagon. And I've actually heard people come back and tell me I sit under this tree when my mind isn't feeling very peaceful. So let's take a look at what the power of one person can do. We did the Envision of City of Values, where we turned to the embassies of Washington, D.C. to ask them, what is the core value of your country, and how do you bring that value into the nation's capital, into America? And so they outlined a variety of various values, and we put their country next to the value, and the artwork was done by the Child Art Foundation, which was a beautiful initiative. It was laid out all over the city on banners across Washington, D.C. Then in 2005, we did the Remember Me. It was a rough time in D.C. We had the snipers, we had anthrax that was going in the letters and the mails of the politicians. We just wanted people to remember Baba. And so we got the permission from the local government to be able to put and install these banners around the city. I can't tell you how I felt when I would drive around in Washington, D.C. and see Baba's light all over the city. It was amazing, all because the power of one person. Let's move on and let me see if I can go back in memory lane. Tree of Blessings. So on June 10th, we'll go to Dadi Prakashmani tree, the one on Capitol Hill. The one on the Pentagon is a little challenging to get to because of all the things going on, but I know that it's doing service. But we will go and write these blessings. So we would do blessings for our family, blessings for the nation, blessings for friends, blessings for ourselves, with the intention that these blessings will grow in your life. Beautiful initiative that is. Continue. Kites for Peace. Wow, when we were in war and in Iraq and different areas, war-torn countries, families and friends bought these kites. We painted on the kites blessings, art pieces, our good wishes, and we flew the kites on the Washington Mall with the intention that may all souls be free. And then we were able to donate the kites and send them to areas that were in war, such as Iraq, Kosovo at the time, where Russia, I think, was invading Georgia at the time. And so we got nonprofit organizations, Haiti, many countries, the Congos, we took kites. So there were thousands of kites donated to children in those war-torn countries. Then we moved on and we wanted a little bit of fun. So we turned to the Abigail School of Classical Ballet and we initiated the Dance for Peace. I love this one, and especially my mom, Sister Gita, loved it. Because what we actually did, we asked children and adults, could you choreograph a dance that would initiate peace? I think at that time twerking started and I just could not twerk in my sari. I would not be able to do that. And so we had children and we had adults and we had dance groups. We got a permit to do the event on the nation's capital, on that powerful area by the reflection pool. You can see we actually made the front page of the Washington Post, and that picture with the dancers actually got #1 award. It was an amazing day. And there were people who danced for peace, and their dancing initiated peace, all because of the power of one, all because of Brahma Kumaris, Dadi Prakashmani, who was the former head of the Brahma Kumaris. Beautiful day. The weather was great. So we've had the Good Vibes Peace Festival where we culminated many of the events and we danced and sang, and there was a sculpture that was commissioned by Clarice Sever, who's a well-known sculptress here in the nation's capital, and we have this beautiful sculpture of Dadi Prakashmani. We also continued with an initiative that was launched in London called Experiments of Silence, and that again was bringing forth the lifestyle that Dadi Prakashmani lived, but also her message to us: please pause, please take moments of peace for your life. Let's move on. Then we got the America Meditating came up, where we paused for meditation at 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. for peace. Again, the America Meditating initiated Dadi Prakashmani Day, brought life to the America Meditating from 7 p.m. to 7:30, and the Pause for Peace program was initiated. So at 7 a.m. we paused for peace, and at 7 p.m. we paused for peace. The Meditation Marathon. There was a bombing for the Boston Marathon. Do you all remember that? Where the runners were running in a marathon and then somebody launched a bomb or something? And again, our efforts at the Brahma Kumaris is to completely erase this habit of violence and sorrow from the minds of people. So we initiated the Meditation Marathon, Breathe, Believe, Become Good. Another initiative on Dadi Prakashmani Day. Let's see. So we could move on. Was there more, Santosh? So of course we had Karma Cafe, where we went to cafes and coffee shops and engaged in life questions, meditate the vote. Meditation on Wheels actually started back in 2015 as a result of Dadi Prakashmani Day. It's just been amazing, the power of one woman. And we could go on, right? We could go on and on and on and on and on. So the point that I'm making, thank you Santosh Bhai, the point that I'm making is you are the one that the world is waiting for. Dadi Prakashmani was a woman from Sindh, Pakistan, came into her awakening after meeting one man, Brahma Baba, and through his gaze, through his awakening, awakened her spirit. After her spirit got awakened, she awakened the spirit of many more, and when their spirit got awakened, they awakened the spirit of many more, and an awakened spirit is committed to service. It's committed to awakening the lives of others. Today we honor Brahma Kumaris Dadi Prakashmani for her contribution and her service to humanity. Even though she's not physically with us anymore, her fragrance, her virtues, her values, her beingness, her presence still lives on, and it still does service. We were honored to be of service to her here in the nation's capital, and all I can tell you is as you look into her eyes and you feel her presence and her love and her compassion for humanity, I ask you, receive her blessings, receive her good wishes, and be inspired to be one of those individuals who will make a difference on our planet. Let's take a few moments for meditation. From my album, Your Journey of Your Inner World, let's take a moment and go inwards and think about our lives, our journey, our ability to be that one person that can make a solid difference. Let's take a breath. Breathing naturally, slowing down. Pause. Choose to be still. Allowing the silence and its energy to surround you. Whatever thoughts seem to be pressing against the corners of your awareness, respectfully inform them. I will return to you in a while. You are intuitively aware of the many rooms that exist inside. You are aware that these rooms have always existed inside of you. And even now, but you choose to simply be still. Release attachments to your name, gender, religion, titles. And release your attachments to stories. Right now, the only important story for you is to be still, is to be silent. Breathe in the stillness of silence. Silence is natural for you. It is your birthright to be quiet inside. Here there are no waste thoughts, no expectations, no desires, no regrets. Just silent. In this place of silence, there is a force that makes you stand strong. Silence makes you clear. Silence offers you the space you need from the various pulls from people, responsibilities, and deadlines. You are silent. You are still. You are silence. You are silent. You are still. I love that meditation. You can actually find that on Spotify. And again, I just look at the power of one individual, and I would love to find out what chat says about the power of one individual and how that actually works in our lives. What is chat saying today, Santosh Bhai? What does the influence of one person have on us? The concept of the power of one refers to the idea that a single individual can make a significant impact and bring about meaningful change. This idea emphasizes the potential and influence that one person can have in various aspects of life. Great. So the power of one individual influence, one person's actions, words, and ideas can inspire and influence others, creating a ripple effect that can lead to widespread change. We've seen that. So in a positive way and in a negative way. Initiating change. Many significant movements and revolutions have been sparked by the actions of a single individual who stood up for what they believed in. Personal responsibility. The power of one highlights the importance of personal responsibility and the belief that each person has the capacity to make a difference. Overcoming obstacles. One determined individual can overcome significant obstacles and challenges, demonstrating resilience and perseverance. Acts of kindness. Simple acts of kindness from one person can have a profound impact on others. Creativity and innovativeness. Many groundbreaking inventions and creative works have been originated from the ideas and efforts of one individual. The next normal. Social change. Historical figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Malala, Brahma Kumaris Dadi Prakashmani. They have shown how one person's dedication to a cause can lead to significant social and political change. Self-empowerment, believing in the power of one, encourages individuals to take initiative, trust in their abilities. Unity and collaboration. While one person can initiate change, The power of one also lies in the ability to unite. Oh, that's a good one. To unite and collaborate with others, amplifying the impact of their efforts. That is absolutely powerful. I tell you, when we can recognize the importance of our own role, we'll be able to recognize the importance of others. Today is an exceptionally double special day because we are also launching the Sister Gita Effect. Many of you know that on May 4th, 2024, I said goodbye to my beautiful mother, who has been my instrument in service for almost 40 years rather. And as she transcends, I can't begin to tell you the amount of stories of people who have had visitations and sightings of her beautiful presence, souls who have felt a relief and love and guidance. And I just did not want to end her narrative after we spread her ashes in the river. I think it's important that one individual continues to carry the light for our world to shine brightly. Today, on June 10th, we launched the Sister Gita Effect. It is our aim and intention to keep sharing some of the wisdom and the light that she shared with us as she played her role as my mother, but also as God's instrument as Sister Gita. Please enjoy our first launch of the Sister Gita Effect on the next normal.
Good morning and salutation to the mothers. Salutations to the mothers. And I'm reading here from the Just a Moment book done by one of our great yogis. Like musical notes, people are different. When I pick up a guitar to play, I will need to use two hands. With one hand, I will hold down a chord. Each finger will be holding down a different note behind a particular fret. With my other hand, I will strum or pluck the strings. 6 strings, all vibrating at their own frequency, creating their own individual sound. However, it is that very difference in the sound of each note that create the end result of a beautiful tonal image, sounds that dance and glide on the eardrum. I live, and yet it seems that I wish to renounce that music of life. I find it so difficult to accept the differences between people. I want everyone to be as I am, honest, act as I act, think as I think, or even believe what I believe. But can that be possible? Have I ever heard guitarists play only one note in the whole of their musical career? If people were exactly the same, there would be no growth. There would be total boredom. There would be nothing new to stimulate our intellects and inspire us towards deeper thinking. So let's play the music of life and allow others to be different. Salutations to the mothers.
I am so touched by that. Can you feel the soothing tone of her presence and her blessings? I know I just did, I tell you. You can't let individuals that have done so much in the world disappear in the ethers just like that. Their life was a message. So I'll close off with the Avyak signal for today. On June 10th, yoga means attention to God's remembrance. Just as you cannot stop performing actions, in the same way, do not let go of remembering God. This is known as being a karma yogi. A karma yogi means that every soul has a vision of the love and relationship you have for God in your actions. This is beautiful. From limited to ordinary souls, from their face and their behavior, it can be seen that they are merged in someone's love. So in the same way, let your every action offer the experience of being loving to God, and then you'll be said to be a karma yogi. Wonderful, wonderful. So let me say a big shout out to my friends out there in the land, and I want to thank so much Unify for also coming on board and supporting the next normal. Kambili, did you enjoy it? Gigi, Tamil, Wendy, Tulas Kumar, Joanne, Meena, Kushali, Lavina, Barbara, thank you for your beautiful note. And Lolita, Jackie, Sentil, Sue, Shobha, Denise, Samantha, Aditi, Divya Baba, Jackie Stanton, Madhavi, Indu, Ramila Ben. Thank you all so much for joining us on The Next Normal. It means the world to us. Please keep your mind positive and elevated. Don't let your own self sabotage you. What I've been working on for my personal life, to break attachment, I practice loving everyone the same. I know there'll be a day that I'll wake up, I'll become an embodiment of love, and I'll see the world from just loving eyes. Please be well, take care, and celebrate the people around you. They might not be as bad as you think. Take care. Om Shanti. Thanks for joining The Next Normal once again. Meditation. Intimate experiences with the divine through contemplative practices. A common sentient series by Sacred Stories Publishing. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Rumi. A time to choose. We find ourselves right now in the age of great transformation, one of the most consequential moments in human history. These are indeed the times that the great prophets and seers throughout the millennia have spoken about. Mankind has experienced and survived many eras of tremendous change, of course, yet with each turn of the spiral, the permutations become more amplified, as if there will be one final revolution of the cycle that turns it all around, so we can start anew once more.